scorers do. Tatum rises to the three-point challenge.
And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. But it's one of the very few weaknesses in his game.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there.
That's an 8-second violation.
In a close game like this one.
Houston ball.
Rockets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Porter passes to Tate. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Here's Green. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Such dynamic play from Green, drawing the contact
Shooting
and finding a way to beat it.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Houston?
And with that lightning first step of Jalen Green, very few defenders have a chance of keeping him in front. And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
They get the rebound. Şengün, no good on that one.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Oh, this is how aggressive Tatum is. Excellent job of getting to the rim and a finish. Just light work.
For Houston, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And Greg, one thing about that blinding speed of Green, he's got to make his reads faster as well.
I think the game is slowing down for him, though, Kevin. And that and speeding up his shot release will make him even tougher to deal with.
Williams gets the bucket.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
To the middle. Ball's knocked loose. Tatum against Tate. Tatum no good. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside, Green. And some nice passing there by Houston. Şengün with the ball. He's against Williams. Şengün no good. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Tatum passes to Williams. Offensive rebound. Back to Tatum. A second chance effort. It's in. It's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Tatum is the obvious option for the catch and shoot. He's such an efficient scorer.
And now the first timeout call here for the Rockets. It just seems, Richard, like Robert Williams is a guy willing to do anything to help his team.
And there's a whole lot he can do. His defense has never been a question. He can dish it. He's an aggressive rebounder. And look, his effort level, that's something you don't ever question.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Williams, he's checked in for Horford. And Brogdon subbed in for Jason Tatum. Houston also making some changes. Garuba's checked in, and it's Matthews in for Tate. Now here's Brown. No good with the triple. Williams against Smith. Taken away by Williams. Here's Brown, and Garuba pulls it down. The Rockets trail. Stolen by Smart. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there.
2 minutes.
The pass to Porter to stop the drought. The Rockets again can't hit. The Celtics have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Brown outside. Floats it up for Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Smart passes to Brown. A 3-ball. Boston getting another chance here. Williams. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one's on Eric Gordon.
Is such a physical player. Williams has no off-switch, which is how he gets these calls.
Houston making some changes. Kenyon Martin Jr. comes in for Smith. And it's Josh Christopher in for Kevin Porter. Richard, if there's one thing the Rockets want to emphasize this year, it's defense.
Eric Gordon.
Yeah, no question. They've been one of the worst defensive teams in the league the past few seasons. To turn your fortunes around, you gotta focus on defense. It's the most important thing.
Now here's Smart. Tries again. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Martin inside. He's against
Celtics
Williams.
foul.
And the bucket is good.
Williams.
3-point play chance here for him.
Personal foul.
And they've scored several times already here
Shooting
in the
for
first
Houston.
quarter on the inside.
Some changes for Boston. Derek White comes in for Brown. And it's Pritchard in for Marcus Smart.
Real athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Garuba the pass to Christopher. Gordon up on top. Takes a 3. Rebound Boston. White looking around. There's the lob to Brogdon. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Shot by Gordon wide open. The Rockets with another miss.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not
Derek
what this
White.
offense was designed to create.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
They grab their own miss. Outside for Martin. And it's off the back rim. No good. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Celtics lead by 1. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return.
14. Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. The post pairing for him, Smith along with Şengün.
Jason Tatum.
Outside, the
At
wings
line
are Green
for
and
two.
Tate. And it's Porter in at the point guard. Richard, haven't we seen a lot of growth in Jason Tatum's game? He gives credit to the late Kobe Bryant for that.
Yeah, he was fortunate enough to train with Kobe Bryant, and sometimes he reminds you of a young Kobe. He clearly absorbed a ton of information from him.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. That shot by Griffin, no good.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Now it's Griffin running. Here he goes, sailing in. Tatum wide open, he fires one. That 3 off the mark. And even 3-on-3 break. Tate in the post. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. Boston shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Rockets ball.
Brown is checking in for the
Celtics.
Celtics. Smart comes in
Jaylen
for Pritchard.
Brown. Marcus Smart.
And it's Porter with the ball for Houston. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. Allen coming at the line.
Jabari
And let's
Smith.
head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Marcus Smart is not shy with his philosophy. He says it takes little talent to play defense, but a whole lot of want to. Get every 50-50 ball, take charges, be a great teammate, compete, never be okay with losing. And Kevin, he has always walked the walk, too.
He has Defensive Player of the Year. He's a terrific player. No question about it. David, thank you. Here's Green. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. Here's Tate. Al Horford with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And the call
Rockets
on the
foul.
shot that sends him to the line.
Jalen Green.
Well, after their offense
Personal
stalled in the
foul.
finals, the Celtics
Second
getting
team
some
foul.
veteran help Gallinari and
the line,
Brogdon both
Jason
bring shooting,
Tatum.
and Brogdon's
At the line
another
for
playmaker.
2 shots.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. That free throw missing. Hey, Richard, for a while, teams went smaller. They became quicker. Now we're seeing some teams go big, playing 2, sometimes 3 7-footers in the lineup. It's amazing.
Yeah, there's always a pendulum swing. Once it goes too small, then all of a sudden the pendulum swings back, and now everyone is looking for size. But you have to have size that can also stretch the floor, because teams need guys that can rebound. That's what they're looking for.
And the rejection by Tatum.
The all-star Tatum engaged on defense. That's a scary sight for opponents.
And it's Brown missing. The Rockets have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. They kick it out to Green. Back to Porter. And the call will be
Boston
against
foul.
Al Horford.
Al
That's
Horford.
foul number 2 for him.
Second
And right
personal
now,
foul.
let's watch that
First team
terrific
foul.
swat.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Outside, Green trains it from beyond the arc.
Jalen Green.
Green's got 8
For
points.
3.
Just focusing on the task at
Tyler
hand, that's
Celtics.
all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's
Headed to
all
the floor
about
right
the
now,
attention to
it's
detail.
Celtics.
So the Celtics
15
call timeout. They're first. And guys, how about the job Jalen Green has done? Living up to that second overall pick.
He sure is. Had a great rookie year last year, and he is looking to build on that success. Had a tremendous year in all facets of the game.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
Outside, Green. Back to Porter. And 2 free throws
Boston
coming up.
foul.
Unable to get that one to go with all the
Tatum.
contact.
Boy, this hurts
personal
to have to
foul.
ring up, but I was
Second
there
team foul.
for the Rockets title winning days
Shooting
back in
for
94
Houston,
when I was
Kevin
with the Knicks. I
Porter
saw Houston
Jr.
in the finals firsthand.
And the Celtics making a change here. Brogdon's checked in. Matthews is
Malcolm
checked in for the
Brogdon.
Rockets.
Get up, Malcolm. You think this guy is just about jumpers? There's more to his game.
Matthews, no one around him. Good, and a
Garrison
nice assist
Matthews.
from Porter. Matthews has got himself on the board with 3 there. Back-to-back titles for the Rockets in the mid-90s. You were just talking about that. Greg, what sticks
Rockets
out to
foul.
you about those teams?
Kevin
First and
Porter
foremost,
Jr.
the dream.
Second personal
Hakeem
foul.
Olajuwon. He doesn't
Third
get
team
his
foul.
due at times, but
Substitution
Dream is
on
one
the
of
court.
all-time greats. Olajuwon's defense really changed games.
Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. Grant Williams
Rockets
comes in
foul.
for Al Horford. And a
Jabari
change for the
Smith.
Rockets. Eric
First
Gordon, he's checked
personal
in for
foul.
Porter.
And on top of
Team
the
foul.
talent, the physical ability,
At the line,
Williams, just a
Robert.
coachable kid and really picks things up quickly.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Garuba's checked in, and Martin is in for Tate. Now here's Gordon. And there's the
Boston
foul. It's on
foul.
Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
On the wing, Eric Gordon.
An incredible defender. Smart can provide help as well as stick you one-on-one.
And it's Brown missing. Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second
2
quarter.
minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's
2
Green.
minutes.
Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Brogdon. That's his second shot
Malcolm
and his
Brogdon.
second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And the size and muscle of Brogdon, able to shrug off the contact with ease on the way up.
Pass to Matthews. Shot clock at 5. And here's Gordon from outside. Rebound by Williams.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing fall.
Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Here's Green. Uses the glass to finish the
Jalen
layup.
Green.
Green's got 10 points in the game.
It is impressive how Green can sink shots after contact. Great body control for a player his size.
The offensive rebound. Williams finds Smart. There's Brown with the three. He can't hit that time. And Houston the other way now. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Smart. Green against Smart. And it's Green with the jam.
Coach has to be pleased with what Green is doing out there, playing with a ton of energy on the offensive end.
Unable to get the ball in
5-second
bounds. They
inbound
call
violation.
for the 5-second
Houston
violation.
ball.
And some changes here for the
Substitutions
Celtics.
for the
Derek
Celtics.
White's checked in for
Derek
Brown.
White.
And it's Pritchard in for Smart.
Peyton Pritchard.
There's 37 seconds left here in the second. Green kicks to Matthews. Gordon against White. Gordon the pass to Green. Shot clock at 6. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
From downtown. And it's White missing. Tie game in
That's the
Boston.
end of the first
Time now
half.
for that right here on 2K
28.
Sports.
The Rockets. 28.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. I guess Shaq's not here today. If your name is Kenny the Jet Smith, raise your hand, please. And I'm Kevin Harlan. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first, and they kept it close, trailing by, at the most, 4 points. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game all knotted up. Taking a look at the Celtics, Shaq, what do you think?
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times when momentum was sliding, getting the time to rebound really lifted them. The strong work on the glass is key because that's how you string together a series.
And Kenny, what do you have to say about the Rockets?
Well,
And that should do it with the second half about to be.
Here they come.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, guys, what can you say? Jalen Green, an impressive effort here today.
no problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points and close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. And it's Smart in at the one. That's the Boston 5. Tatum kicks to Brown. Celtics passing it around. And he uses the glass on the way.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And that's the kind of bucket they needed. Close game in the second half. Great
Boston
finish
foul.
on that one.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game. And
First
that
team
kind of
foul.
stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing. When to rise up and swat that one away.
Smith dishes to Green. Kicks it to Porter. For the lead. And Boston with the rebound. And this Celtics squad looking like the Celtics of old.
Yeah, always a tough squad when I was playing, and it's looking like that again. You got a great mix of young players and veterans, and don't be surprised if Boston is back on top very soon.
Very soon. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Green.
Well, thank you very much. The Rockets are in a full rebuild, and they have a young roster which is taking its lumps. But Coach Stephen Silas says, we very rarely give up. This team has a lot of fight, character, and grit, and we are learning.
Ball.
Kevin, it's a long process.
Substitution for the Rockets.
Yep, no shortcuts, David, but the journey is the reward. They're building from the ground up. It's fun to watch, and we thank you for that story. Josh Christopher, he's checked in for Jalen Green. Timeout call, the Rockets. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
All right, fans, give it up for Celtics Entertainment. All right, fans, let's give it up for Boston's own Celtics Entertainment.
90 seconds now into the second half. The Rockets with another miss. Tate with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. Pass to Porter for the lead, and it's sent back by Horford.
And still capable of being your defensive anchor. Horford is excellent at positioning himself to block shots.
And from college to the pros, Richard, you played for some legendary... coach. And speaking of coaching, is that something you've ever entertained doing?
I never have, and I never will. Coaching, the amount of hours that you have to spend sounds exhausting. I love my job right now, and you know why I love my job? Because I get to work with you.
Oh, listen, the feeling's mutual. Smart finds Williams. Here's Horford. Back to Tatum. Beyond the arc. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it. And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this. I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Stolen by Smart. Oh, Tatum in position. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Terrific lob, and Tatum takes care of the rest. This is how it's done. Those passes dunk themselves.
And Marcus Smart, GA, the very definition of a guy you love on your team, but hate to play against.
Yeah, and teams that go deep need that sort of presence. Smart is more than just an agitator, though. Great player who anyone would want to play alongside.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And it's Williams with the ball for the Boston Celtics. They lead by 1. Brown the pass to Smart. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Smart's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Not just being selfless, but also smart with the ball. Brown is able to find the best guy for the right shot.
And here's Porter. He has 5. Good work defensively by Smart. Celtics leading by 3.
2 minutes.
Tatum on the wing. Tatum covering. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. GA, the Houston Rockets, coming off back-to-back losing season. And that has been tough for that franchise and for the city.
And Kevin, no doubt it affects the team's morale. It's hard to find the positives and see the road ahead, but listen, you gotta stay strong and focus on just getting better every day.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Horford. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Jason Tatum. White, he's checked in for Brown. And it's Pritchard in for Smart. Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Here's Christopher. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Personal foul.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball
Shooting
into the
for
post that time.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago, an average number in that regard.
Pritchard gets the bucket.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Gordon the pass by Christopher. Now here's Matthews. He's guarded by Brogdon for 3. Gordon. Griffin grabs the board.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's White missing. Rockets trail by 5. There's 53 seconds left here in the third quarter. Down low, Smith. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Here's Pritchard. Rebound by Christopher. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Martin. And the layup is good.
Kenyon
Yeah,
Martin
coach's
Jr.
pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
And the shot goes in.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Here's Christopher.
Boston foul. Peyton Pritchard. Second personal foul.
This is his
Third
second
team
trip to the
foul.
line in this one.
At the line for the Rockets, Josh Christopher. 2
And
shots.
he makes the first. So he gets them both. The Celtics have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Outside, Smart. Inside. It's rebounded by Houston. That's a 2 from Smith. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's the Celtics up 1.
The Rockets, 43.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Taking a look at the Rockets, Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. Alperen Şengün out there with Jae'Sean Tate. And it's Matthews in at the 3 slot. There's Brown with the 3. They get it back. Williams' shot is off. The Rockets trail. They get a hand on it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. So it's Boston now. Tatum with it. Now guarded by Porter. Here's Williams. Tatum trying to break free. Shot's good by Williams. Williams has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Boston. And it's Porter with the ball for Houston.
Celtics foul.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That'll be his second foul of the game. Boston making some changes. Blake Griffin comes in for Williams. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Smart. Here's Tate. Count it good.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
I'm glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Rockets trail by 3. Green, the pass to Tate. To tie it up. Green, no luck. Celtics have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession.
Houston ball.
Derek White checked in for the Celtics.
For the Celtics. Derek White.
Şengün kicks to Matthews. Houston moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Porter. And that one is off. Nice D from Griffin. Here's Horford. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second
And how about the poise there by Horford? Lets the defender make the mistake, and now he's headed to the line. And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston, and boy, was he a huge part of their finals run.
To the paint, here's Tate. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
The assist.
Porter's got 4 assists in the game.
Jr.
Yeah, clutch play there. No reason to risk the jumper when you can get to the rack.
Reading the defense, sensing the open, he does not hesitate.
Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim, and he helped define their interior defense.
Porter. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Brogdon inside the line. White, good.
Derek White.
And now a 6-point Celtic lead.
Shows creativity when making plays for his teammates. Brogdon adds a refreshing dynamic to this group.
And Derek White picks up the foul.
First personal
that
foul.
Is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Substitution for the Rockets.
Checked in for Matthews.
Jabari Smith.
Porter kicks to Smith. Takes the 3. Hands it from downtown.
Jabari Smith.
How about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
Here's White. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. To the inside, unloads from 9, and Tatum pulls it down.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And he's the glue that holds this team together. Brogdon's calm demeanor and lead by example approach is so valuable to this squad.
Robert Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Marcus Smart comes in for White. And he's good on the second.
He left some at the line, but at least he made it a 2-possession game.
Rockets trail by 4. Porter with it. Williams picks him up. 2 points. That one goes. Smith's got 5 points now this quarter.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Robert Williams.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean,
That was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the head coach for the Celtics talked to his team during the break. He really got after him. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. The drive by Green, and he banks in the lane.
How about Jalen Green stepping up, showing poise in a big spot?
That'll be a 5-second call.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Outside, Porter. To tie it up. And it's Green. Missing. And Brogdon's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. A 2-point game. That one good for 2.
Impressive ball handling from Tatum. Attracts the other team's focus and then finds the open man.
Green against Brogdon. And a wide open look for Porter. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
This team needed someone to step up, and it's Kevin Porter Jr., the former first-round pick, with a huge basket.
Rockets ball.
.136 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Green. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Boston's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And that one's good, Brogdon.
And what an effort from Brogdon on the play, doing whatever it takes to find the basket they needed.
Brogdon against Green. That's tipped. Stolen by Brogdon. 3-on-3. Floats it up for Williams. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Green. And a foul
Boston
call.
Foul.
Almost got it to go in, but it'll go to the line for 2.
Third personal
That
foul.
one on Smart.
Fourth
Tough
team
situation
foul.
for Green. Is he feeling the pressure?
At the line for the Rockets. Jalen Green.
In a moment to look at the
At the
scoring
line for
approach
2.
in terms of where the points are coming from for the Celtics. And both free throws good for Green.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
Got it.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming
Rockets
through when
call
it matters most.
timeout.
Timeout called. The Rockets.
Here we go, fans. Time
They
to make
trail
some
by
noise
3.
for some
There's
teachers.
49 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Here they come. It's Celtics Entertainment. Are
Here's
you
Green.
ready, fans?
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Williams with the block. Brogdon kicks to Tatum. Fires for 3. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Houston ball.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
There's 31 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Timeout call for Rockets.
Houston.
They're trailing by 3. We've got 28 seconds left in the game.
We know you all want a t-shirt, everyone. Let me hear you get loud. Let's make some noise. We are the sixth man. Boston foul. Malcolm Brogdon. Second personal foul.
First free throw is
Team foul.
good, and that brings them within 2.
Shooting for
Hard to
Houston.
put away those nerves in
Jalen.
these moments. Green just has to relax and take the
Celtics.
shot.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're in front by 1. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
All right, fans, give it up for Celtics Entertainment. Fans, it's time to get up out of your seats and
Smart
get
wide
loud.
open. He fires. No good on the quick 3. Green draws the double. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball.
And so it's Houston with it. Smith the pass to Tate. Back to Smith to take the lead. Williams with the block. They recover it. Bullseye!
Jalen Green.
There are guys that will take that shot, and there are guys that will make that shot. Green is one of those guys that will make that bucket.
And so it's a narrow victory for Houston.
That's the end of the game.
This win, such a tremendous
Thank you
emotional
for
boost
coming out and supporting your team. Please drive home safely, and we hope to see you again at the next event.
Simply deflate an entire building.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan